Alright, so let's get started with installing the Yakattack BlackPak Pro. So this color here, I went with the olive green color, mainly because half of my kayak is green, so that's why I went with this color. I know I used to have the original BlackPak, it was in black, but I sold that one off, and then ever since then, I just never put anything in my back tank well after that. So I decided that since they came out with the newer version, I will give it a try and see how it goes. So really excited for this one. And I have like 2 Phillips screwdrivers. I'm not sure what kind of tools I am gonna need for this install. So we will see how it goes. Take it little by little. Alright. So what I bought was the BlackPak Pro fishing crate, as well as the Grid Lock Mighty Mount with a 90-degree adapter. So you get to see what I'm gonna use that for. Yakattack BlackPak Pro. So let's get started on this. And then of course we got the Grid Lock Mighty Mount, 90-degree. And like I said, I will show you guys what I'm gonna be using this for. Alright, so let me just fix the camera just a little bit so you guys can see in front of me. Alright, so let's get started on this install. Pretty awesome box. Might keep this box, throw some scraps and stuff. So alright, so right in here we have the rod holders, and this piece here, these rod holders also have like a tether system, which we got to put that together. So it comes with 4 rod holders, and the one I bought was the 13 by 16, the olive green. So these are the rod holders right here. Put these to the side. Awesome looking decal as well. We'll find a spot for that for sure. Got the assembly instructions. And then this is the tether tube setup I was talking about for the rods. So instead of having like these separate rod tethers, they actually have a system where it's built right into the rod holder itself. And then I believe you hook it right above your reel, your baitcaster reel or your spinning reel, and then it should hold it in place. Looks like everything is neatly organized. Nice little bag. Got everything labeled pretty nice. It's all organized here. These are the panels itself. Should have 6. The 4 sides, top and the bottom. Just want to make sure you check on all the pieces so you know that you are not missing anything. So let's go to the instructions. Tools needed is a handheld Phillips head screwdriver. Wow, that is exactly what I have in front of me. Go figure. I'm gonna skip over the tether tube setup. Let's get straight to mounting the box itself. I believe this is the bottom panel. So let's get these separated. 2 sides. One's gonna be the lid. This is not the lid. The lid is gonna say Made in USA, I believe. Bottom panel, side panel. So I believe it's gonna clip on. Alright, so it's clipping on like that. So step number 3, we are going to be installing the second panel. Alright, that's what it looks like right now. I'm gonna start putting the screws in. So let's see what we got. I believe it's just this bag right here. Kit number 8. What I do is we will start tightening all these in. They do not recommend using a power drill. You might put too much force and then you might end up breaking the plastic itself. side. I'm gonna attach the last panel here. It feels like it's just a really big puzzle that you're trying to put together. Alright. And then now we're gonna have to put in all of the screws. So you know what? I'm gonna go grab my impact driver so we can speed this process up. So far it looks like it's a pretty nice and big crate. This is the one in the middle, 13 by 16. They have a 16 by 16 and they have a 13 by 13. So I decided to go with 13 by 16. Might have some issues with it fitting on my back tank well, but I'm gonna fix that issue by 3D printing some risers so it'll sit up just a little bit higher, so it'll clear the back side of my kayak. So give me 1 second, I will be right back with my impact driver. Alright, so got the Milwaukee. Hopefully this will speed up the process just a little bit. I'm gonna slowly start putting these screws in. Got it on the lowest setting right now, so almost can't even put these screws in, which is perfect. Slowly put these in, and then give it a good hand tight at the end. Halfway there, halfway there. And then 2 more down here and on this side. So far it's pretty good. I lied. This is the last side. Feels pretty good. We're gonna install the rubber feet. So the rubber feet should be in hardware pack B. So these are the rubber feet. I'm just gonna show you guys which goes on the bottom. It should fit pretty nice. I can already tell this design is a lot better than the previous one. Take all this stuff out, put the washer on, and then your screw. And then hand tight. Alright, we got that. So now for the lid. So this is the lid, the part where it says made in the USA. That is the lid. So these are the lid bumpers here. So it says to turn the lid upside down. So you gotta install the lid bumpers, and then you got these screw balls. So you gotta just push these on. So you got the 4 lid bumpers, 2 on the sides and 1 on the top and bottom. Number 9 is the pre-assembled hinges. For your hinges. Looks like a whole bunch of screws. So, just flip this guy over. So I believe it's gonna be like this. You get the 2 pieces, stick them together like this. This piece goes on top. The opening in the middle goes on the back side. So what you're gonna do is put these 2 together. And then we have to install a bolt and a nut. So which is what we got right here. We're gonna take this. Okay, so stick the bolt in. The nut's gonna go on the other side here. Alright. Let's just try to screw this in. This is the way that it's gonna work for my kayak, so because my tank well is so small. And I'm pretty sure that's the reason why Yakattack put mounting holes on, you know, this side or this side, as well as, you know, these two sides. So we, as the customer, have more options of mounting this crate. Alright, so this is the lid. So that's how my lid is gonna open. Now we have to install the fasten catches to the lid. So which is gonna be this side over here. So it's gonna be these two parts. Alright, so I'm gonna be installing the fasten catches to the lid, which are these two pieces right here. Alright, so this is what it looks like so far. So pivot brackets for latch assembly will be in D, which is this bag right here. So these are gonna go something like this. Now, I'm gonna turn the crate just so you guys can see that. These two pieces here in kit D go something like this. This angle, latch it on, line up the holes, okay, so let's get the other side on. Alright, so this is what the function is. Hold the tab down, and you can unlatch both sides. Then open up your lid. When you're done, put these back in. Then you won't be able to open the lid. Step 14 is to attach the Omni corner brackets. So these should be in pack C. So these are the Omni corner brackets. It's kind of like a system where you can put like a tether or something, a lockdown type. Has to be facing up. I am gonna put it to the highest one. And as of right now, I don't even have a bungee on the back tank well because I took that off. So I have to reinstall that at some point. Do not tell me anything yet on these pieces here, so we will put those to the side. So the handle will have to go, and one's going to have to go on the other side, so that when you carry it, you can carry it up like this. So let's start off with the latch side. So let me just... Alright. Got the first handle on from the front side. So let's do the back side. Now I got the two handles. Really awesome to carry. Really comfortable. A lot better than the first BlackPak. Let's put the tether tubes together. We need to tie an overhand knot near one end of the bungee. We want it as close to the end as possible with very little tag end. So, and then insert it into the hook itself. Let's see if I can do that. So insert it, pull it through. Alright, pretty simple, pretty simple. Now I gotta tie another knot on this end. And then insert the bungee end with a second knot into a small hole located at the top of the tether tube. Then pull it through. There's a little hole on the top side here. And pull that through. So it's gonna look like this. run it around these squares here. And then there is another hole on top where you clip this bungee on. So now you have your rods in here. This hook is gonna go on the top side of the reel seat. And then when you take the rod out, hold this up, take the rod out, and you put the rod back in, hook this over, and then it should hold your rod in place. You have to put one of these pieces on. And that goes right on the bottom down here. That holds the bungee so the bungee doesn't come off. Alright, it's not gonna go anywhere now. Got this retainer down here, got the screw on. So this bungee is not gonna go anywhere. It's a pretty awesome design. I like it. So let's do that to the last floor. Alright, we got all 4 Tether 2 set up. And we are gonna install these onto the crate. I have a couple of these brackets here. I believe these are for like the bungees. Yeah, that's for like the bungees and stuff, but you can worry about that later. So this one here, let me just open this up so I know how much I can. Alright, I'm gonna show you guys what I'm gonna be using this gridlock mighty mount for pretty soon here. Alright. 2 rod holders over here. I got my mighty mount right here. So let's install the remaining 2. Alright, all 4 rod holders installed. Got the grid lock mic mount installed. So right here, you guys have the finished product. So I got these hooks here, right? So basically, this hook here hooks on, and it'll hold your crate in place in the back side of your tank well. So seems like a pretty awesome setup. We're gonna have to go out and just test. So it took us some time. Power tool actually made it go by just a little bit faster, but we got it done and it's finished. We'll have to see how we're gonna put it onto the kayak. We'll see. Maybe might have to take these rod holders out, but I hope I don't have to. My tank well is pretty small on the backside. But like I said, I am going to make some risers for the backside so the crate is sitting up just a little bit higher. Besides that, I mean, wow, not too heavy. And it looks pretty awesome. Olive green is the color I went with. This is the 13 by 16. Like I said, there's 2 other models. They have the 13 by 13 and then the 16 by 16, as well as this one here. It's the 13 by 16. Just gotta make sure that it fits my kayak. So let's go put this on the kayak. Boom! It is installed into the Pelican Catch 110 High Drive 2. So this is the 13 by 16 Yakattack BlackPak Pro. As you guys can see, it was a really tight fit. But since they have the rubber foots on the bottom, it raises the crate up just a little bit. So it actually clears. It is, like I said, it's a really tight fit, but I'm gonna say it's a perfect fit. And when I talked about the Yakattack grid lock system that I installed on this side over here, so this is where I'm gonna be installing my yellow tag Camera Pro mount. So I had it on this rail system before, but I felt like it was just a little bit too close to the seat. So I always had to adjust my angles and stuff like that. So when I saw that Yakattack had this 90-degree grid lock mount, thought about it and I was like, that's gonna be a good spot for my Yakattack power stick. So that's what I have right here. Yakattack power stick, bolted right onto the Yakattack grid lock mount. And then on this side over here, as you guys can see, this is where it's plugged in to my Yak power. So very awesome system. Gotta make sure I have enough wire here so I don't fray the wires or break the wires. But we'll be going out hopefully on Sunday, so we'll test the system out. And then bam, you got the Yakattack BlackPak Pro. So these Tether rod tubes here, as you guys can see, they have the tethers. So just an example, I put my shorter rod on here. So when you put your rod away into the tubes, this tether system here locks the real seat. So if something were to happen, as you guys can see that, I don't think that's gonna go anywhere. But if you want to take it off, simply just take the tether off and then you can take your rod out. Put your rod back in, just stick this back through the pole. And honestly, that's what the tether is supposed to do on the Yakattack BlackPak Pro. So the bungee system here, I haven't had a bungee on the backside here for so long because I did not have a milk crate, or I didn't use this, the backside of my kayak for anything besides like maybe I throw my jacket and stuff on the backside here. But so I was able to dig up my old bungee cord that came with my Pelican. As you guys can see, it's kind of pretty faded out. It's not really orange anymore. So now here, these are the hooks on all four corners, as you guys can see. Basically I didn't do like a crisscross, I ran it more so around the milk crate. I added one eyelet down there only so it'll hold the front end down, because honestly the back side seemed a little bit heavier for some reason. But I did have an eyelet up here, but that wasn't gonna work, so I installed an eyelet down there. So now it's not gonna go anywhere. So these latches up here, you have to push and then release, push down, release, and then you just open up the lid. And I already threw some of my tackle in here. So right now I have 4 3700 series, 5 3700 series, one on top here, and I just have my bags of plastic as well as my scale, because I'm always hoping to catch that big bass one day. And then close it up. You want to latch it, push, latch, push. So now, like I said, rod holders on 2 on that side, 2 on this side. I was surprised that it actually fit my back well. So good. I thought that I was gonna have to like print some risers, but man, this thing fits perfect all around, all 4 corners. It's like a perfect fit. So I know that when I had the BlackPak, the first model, the first generation, it did not fit this kayak, so that's why I didn't use it at all, and I sold that one the first time. But now this one here, 13 by 16. For any of you Pelican Catch 110 guys, if you guys are looking into the Yakattack BlackPak Pro, get the 13 by 16. Fits the back tank well perfectly. And you guys can set up these rod tubes however you guys want. So honestly, my review and my impressions is this is an awesome crate. They really outdid themselves putting the innovation into this crate, especially these rod tubes here. I love this. I'm gonna love this tether system here. Probably not going to be using my rod holders that's built into the kayak, since I have these now on the backside. Then I have a spot for my power stick now, so I don't have to put it on my Boondocks landing gear. Yeah, overall, install wasn't too bad. It did take a little bit of time, but using a power tool, like I said, don't over tighten, but you can use the power tool to start the hole and then do a little bit of a hand tightening. Another round of the Yakattack BlackPak Pro. Gonna love these latches in the front, so nothing, it's not gonna swing up anymore. Maybe I might install like an LED light underneath the lid, so that when I'm fishing at night, if I'm looking for something, I have the light to show me the way inside of this BlackPak Pro. So, but if you guys have any questions, just reach out. We can talk about it.